Namo Aditafa, good morning. Thanks for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vowed to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For Dharma lessons now, we're reading Ajahn Chah's book, Everything is Teaching Us, and we're in the chapter about being careful. Still, meditation is generally not well understood. We practice in a group, but we don't often know what it's all about. Some people think meditation is really hard to do. I come to the monastery, but I can't sit. I don't have much endurance. My legs hurt, my back aches, I'm in pain all over. So they give up on it and don't come anymore, thinking they can't do it. But in fact, samadhi is not sitting. Samadhi isn't walking. It isn't lying down or standing. Sitting, walking, closing the eyes, opening the eyes, these are all mere actions. Having your eyes closed doesn't necessarily mean you're practicing samadhi. It could just mean that you're drowsy and dull. If you're sitting with your eyes closed but you're falling asleep, your head bobbing all over and your mouth hanging open, then that's not sitting in samadhi. It's sitting with your eyes closed. Samadhi and closed eyes are two separate matters. Real samadhi can be practiced with eyes open or eyes closed. You can be sitting, walking, standing, or lying down. Samadhi means the mind is firmly focused, with all-encompassing mindfulness, restraint, and caution. You're constantly aware of right and wrong, constantly watching all conditions arising in the mind. When it shoots off to think of something, having a mood of aversion or longing, you are aware of that. Some people get discouraged. I just can't do that. As soon as I sit, my mind starts thinking of home. That's evil. Hey, if just that much is evil, the Buddha never would have become Buddha. He spent 5 years struggling with his mind, thinking of his home and family. It was only after 6 years that he awakened. So, some people feel that these sudden arisings of thought are wrong or evil. You may have an impulse to kill someone, but you are aware of it in the next instant. You realize that killing is wrong, so you stop and refrain. Is there harm in this? What do you think? Or if you have a thought about stealing something and that is followed by a stronger recollection that to do so is wrong, and so you refrain from acting on it, is that bad karma? It's not that every time you have an impulse you instantly accumulate bad karma. Otherwise, how could there be any way to liberation? Impulses are merely impulses. Thoughts are merely thoughts. In the first instance, you haven't created anything yet. In the second instance, if you act on it with body, speech, or mind, then you are creating something. Avijja has taken control. If you have the impulse to steal, and then you are aware of yourself, and aware that this would be wrong, this is wisdom, and there is vijja instead. The mental impulse is not consummated. This is timely awareness, wisdom arising and informing our experience. If there is the first mind moment of wanting to steal something and then we act on it, that is the Dhamma of delusion. The actions of body, speech, and mind that follow the impulse will bring negative results. This is how it is. Merely having the thoughts is not negative karma. If we don't have any thoughts, How will wisdom develop? Some people simply want to sit with a blank mind. That's wrong understanding. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me today.